Hey guys, so I completely felt an obligation to respond to this video, and first of all what I would like to say is, why in the world is this a news issue? I mean, they're talking about it like it's this new phenomenon that's gonna change the world forever. I mean, interracial dating has been going on for so long, and yes, it's gone up, but it's not really an issue. I mean, get over it. Secondly, I would like to say that I think this is truly an American problem. I live in Europe, I should tell you guys that, and I found that it is way less of an issue here than in America. And the reason that it's way less an issue here is because people are not making it a big deal. People are actually always making an effort to accept this and realize that, yeah, the world is turning into a kind of global culture, and obviously people are not going to be restrained to their ethnic groups. They're going to see other things and go out there and meet other people than people from their ethnic groups. And I think America has to wake up and realize that you know, they're not forever going to be ethnic groups that are just going to stay within their ethnic groups or their racial groups. I mean, it's called evolution, and the world is changing. And the reason I say this is an American problem, is that I have noticed that it's just kind of become part of the American culture to kind of separate racial groups. This starts at a really young age, I believe. I mean, I look at high schools in America and colleges in America, and at first I thought, you know, in the movies it was always being exaggerated. Like, you'd have all these cliques, like, you know, the black people clique, the Latino clique, you know, the white chicks, you know, all these little cliques in high school. And I had a friend who, like, lived in the States, and she came back, and I asked her, like, is it really like in the movies? Like, do they have all these cliques? And she was like, yeah, like, totally, there are cliques of people who hang out, like, because racially they are the same. And obviously that's something that's natural to human nature. We relate to people who are like us. But I think in America, I mean, that notion has been so reinforced that people are almost afraid to get out of their racial group, or to go look elsewhere, especially when it comes to relationships, because obviously they're going to be judged by it. I mean, all this was brought up. I was watching the trailer for this new movie called Obsession with Beyonce, and so I thought, oh, this movie looks great. And basically it's a black couple, and the husband works in like this huge firm, and this white girl who's supposed to be like an assistant falls in love with the black guy. And there's all these racist comments, and this person was like, oh, this is just a way to publish black men to white chicks, and all these other, I thought it was crazy. I was like, what, this is just a movie and people are reacting like this? So I just, you know, went on and I typed in interracial dating, blah blah, and I found this news issue, and it just made me laugh so bad. I think Americans need to get over it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with interracial dating. Like I said, I mean, it starts from a very young age, like in high school and colleges, where people are confined to cliques based on their race. And here in Europe, for example, I mean, there's no such thing as cliques based on their race. There's no Latino group and the black group. I mean, we all just, I know, like, first from going to school here, that we all just hang out. I mean, depending on our personalities and the people we identify with, we just kind of all hang out. And it was just shocking to me that this had to be an issue. It's pretty sad, actually. I think Americans seeing this as an issue that they have to deal with in itself, and they have to accept that the world is expanding, that people are not gonna forever remain in groups according to their ethnicity, because there's so much going on and things are changing and people are meeting new people, and interracial dating should really not be a problem at all. And also, it's not, if a black person goes out with a white person, it's not because they're racist against their own race. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. It's just a question of preference. It's got nothing to do with race. I mean, it's what you like. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think it's really sad that Americans are making this a problem. And I will just say, Get over it. You're not going to be able to stop it anyway, so people, get over it. It's not going to change much. Sorry, harsh truth. And by the way, little conclusion, don't you think mixed race people are like gorgeous? I mean, like, they have the beautiful skin, sometimes like the beautiful eyes due to the mixture, you know. I mean, it's beautiful. The world is going to be even more beautiful. So people, get over it and see this as something positive and not an issue and not something worth a news report.